Once I was home, the regrets hit me like a hammer. It's that really unpleasant feeling that you realize that you were not successful, that you didn't finish, and you were not prepared enough, you were not determined enough, that you got chased away by a bit of rain and snow, and that you didn't train enough perhaps, and just all around a really terrible feeling. The best solution I found to deal with all that negative energy is to channel it into the next big thing. But sadly, I was pretty sure that the Wonderland window will be closed for this year.
I really struggled to make it to Longmire on my second loop. The first thing I did was to check the weather at the ranger station. It did look terrible for the next few days. Rain, snow higher up, strong winds, the whole shebang. But first, I had to make it back to White River. That was going to be another 34 miles and will probably take me another night. I was still nauseous, but the solution to all my problems was to keep moving. So I did. I made it to the Reflection Lakes, then to Box Canyon. The rest is largely a blur. At least once I had to lay down for a 5-minute trail nap. For the entire night, I fed myself with a bag of kettle-cooked beer cheese chips that I had strapped onto my pack.
I'm very stoked about these.
Nothing else felt good, and my stomach totally okayed the chips. Once I finally made it down to Summerland, I thought I'd be done in an hour or so. That's how it felt, coming up at least. But I was so wrong, as almost always. I finally made it to White River just before daylight.
8250, 8250.
Not exactly fast, but nobody expects that of a feeble man of my advanced age. I decided to sleep before making any further decisions. Once I woke up from the dead, I ate and got the latest weather forecast on the satellite phone. Things look terrible, even worse than what I've already seen at Longmire.
The weather window closed about a day earlier than predicted. Tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, 80 to 90% rain. With snow higher up, I would need at least 40 hours. If I would start for the third loop in a couple of hours, I would finish on Thursday morning at the earliest. It's not a good strategy.
So that was it. It started to rain as I left the White River campground. I figured I had probably made the right decision not to head out on a third loop. I found a little bit of solace in the fact that I had still set a double Wonderland FKT.
Regretting something is the feeling of what ifs. What if perhaps the weather would have been just fine? What if I just had continued? I mean, what's a bit of snow and rain and wind? I've done worse for sure. Well, I kept checking the forecast again and again, and it just looked beyond terrible. On Thursday, 2 days after I bailed, the Park Service tweeted that heavy rains had affected river crossings, that the lower Carbon crossing was washed out, and then other bridges too were likely washed out. And the day before, a hiker actually died in heavy winds, rain, and whiteout conditions. So clearly the storm I dodged was no joke. So I got back into my regular work routine and tried to recover from the 186 miles. Yet after a few days, don't ask me why, I checked the weather again, and what did I see? Well, a perfect weather window for like a week. What the heck, right? I thought the window was closed and the season was over, but there it was, like a week of perfect sunshine. I checked my calendar and it looked like totally impossible to even take a day off. Yet after some creative thinking, I was able to clear the necessary days. On Wednesday, September 30th, I finished my early morning lecture and started to drive to Mount Rainier. All right, that's it for today. Don't forget the homework. It's a pretty straightforward problem. Any questions?
Will this be on the quiz?
Yeah, this will be on the test. Other questions?
Can I get extra credit for this?
I know you can't get extra credit for that.
Your office hour?
My office hour? That's in the syllabus. Please read the syllabus. White River campground was closed already by then, so the only option was to set up base camp at the Cougar Rock campground near Longmire. I wasn't too excited about that first, but then I realized that a change would actually be a good thing, and it really was. Things felt quite different, actually.
What? Huh? A typewriter? Which one? Huh? Oh, no, it's not, no. Huh? No, it's a camera. Huh? Yeah. Huh?
All right, getting sort of ready. All right, it is 5:12. 5:12. We're going to start the watch. 5:12. Starting 5:12 on Wednesday, September 30th. We're going clockwise first. One loop. We'll see how that goes and decide what this will look like. 5:12. 5:12. The journey is on.
Amazing view. Last sunlight on the peak. I'm grinding up to Indian Henry's. 5 miles of pretty tough uphill.